Okay. Good morning to all the students of class 3. Okay. So we have studied about computer. So computer is an amazing machine. Now we'll be discussing about parts of a computer. What are basically the parts of computer? By what computer is made up of? So computer is comprises of two parts. One is hardware, another is software. One is hardware. I am saying hardware, and another thing is software. These are the two parts in which it has been divided. Now hardware and software. So we have two parts of a computer. Basically we are dividing in two parts. One is hardware, another is software. Now what we can say about the hardware? The hardware is basically the parts or which we can touch or we can see. So that is known as hardware. The parts which we can touch or see, it is known as hardware. So these are some of the examples related to hardware, sir. You can see in the computer that some of the parts are monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer. So these are the hardware. So hardware are monitor, then it is keyboard, then mouse, then CPU also we can see. Now this is hardware, means parts which we can touch or see. But hardware does not work by itself. It needs something to govern. It needs something to run it. So that is run by a set of programs or set of instructions. A set of instructions given to hardware. A set of instruction given to hardware to perform a task is software. So I can say a set of instruction. I am giving set of instruction given to hardware to perform a particular task is known as software. We can say that that is a set of programs also we can say, or set of programs is known as software. So indirectly a program also we can say, or we can say it as a software also, a set of instruction given to the hardware. With the help of hardware only we are able to with the help of a set of instruction only we are able to see, or hardware work in coordination with software. It doesn't work alone, or we cannot say that both anyone will be working independently. Each one is needing the support of the other. So software works with the help, hardware works with the help of software. So now many are the parts of, there are parts of hardware. So first part we'll be studying is monitor. Okay. So now we'll be studying about parts, that is hardware, components of hardware. Means some hardware components. One is hardware. These are hardware. Basically one is monitor. So monitor, what does it do? It displays, it has a, computer has a screen. Computer has a screen. Part of the computer that has a screen, which is called monitor. Has a screen which is called monitor. So I am saying that the screen which you are able to see, that is known as monitor. So what is the function of monitor? It displays what it displays? It displays what we are able to see in the monitor, the screen. We are able to see words, then pictures, then charts, then videos we are able to see. what we are able to see when we are watching any cartoon or a film, then you are watching in screen, that is known as monitor. That is, screen is known as monitor on which you are watching. Okay. This is a screen. So this is colorful also. The screen mostly obtained here are now it is colorful screen, but earlier we were having black and white screen. Okay. Okay. Now we'll be studying about CPU. CPU is Central Processing Unit. We have discussed earlier also. This is known as Central Processing Unit. Likewise, in humans, we have brain as the most functional part. In the case of computer, CPU is the brain of the computer. It is brain of computer. It processes instructions. It carries out instructions. So it gives instructions. It is very important hardware devices. So it gives instruction to different parts. What has to be executed and what has not to be executed, or what has to be closed. So it gives instructions to the different parts, and it is known as the processing part. So it is giving processing part, and it is divided into three parts. So first is arithmetic. And logical unit. So it is basically, it calculates all the mathematical expression or mathematical things, calculates or evaluates mathematical and logical, calculate and evaluates mathematical calculations and logical operations. So one example I would like to give, that mathematical calculation means if you have to do add two numbers or subtract two numbers or multiply two numbers. So it can be done with the help of computers by giving instruction to computer very easily. Second part is control unit. CU. I am writing it as control. This is short form is ALU. We are writing it by abbreviation ALU. Now the second part is control unit. It is represented by CU. So it transfer information from one part to the another part. Means in the case of our hand, what happens? Brain gives signals to what to do and what not to do. Similarly, in the case of control unit, it gives instruction to the different parts what to execute. So it is transferring information, transfers information from one part of the CPU to other, or another we can also say. So the third part is memory unit. This is basically the last part of CPU. Memory unit. I am writing it by abbreviation MU. It stores the data in the computer. It stores the data. So it stores the data. So in brief, if I have to say about CPU, CPU is central processing unit and it is the brain of the computer. It is performing three tasks. One is arithmetical and logical unit. So this you will be studying in detail in the logical part, you will be studying in details in the higher section. I would not like to elaborate it, but mathematical, as you are knowing that you have to add two numbers, subtract two numbers. So these can be done by CPU very easily. Second part is control unit. It transfer information from one part of CPU to other. And the third thing is memory unit. It stores the data, whatever data is there in the CPU or any data you want to store. So it stores the data. Okay. So now we will be studying about keyboard. Keyboard is also known as input device. So it has many functions. First of all, we will be studying about keyboard. What are the specialties? What are the characteristics of keyboard? It has number of keys. You can see that different buttons. Buttons are basically, in computer language we are saying it as keys. So number of keys it is having. Can enter any type of data. Data means we can press any type of button. So you can see in the buttons there are numbers which is printed. In the buttons you will be seeing numbers 1 to 9, 0 to 9, it is printed. Then symbols are there, plus, minus, at the rate, slash. These are the symbols. Many symbols are there. You will be coming across. Letters are there. Letters is basically A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So alphabets, basically alphabets, that is known as letters. And we are using keyboard. Which type of keyboard we are using? QWERTY. QWERTY is most popular keyboard. Why the name QWERTY is given? Because it is given with respect to the first row of keyboard. You will be seeing in the keyboard when I am drawing keyboard. So first will be Q, then W will be written, then E will be written, then R will be written, then T will be written. First row you are seeing, and after that it will be continuing. So many. So I am taking first 6. It is the name given with respect to the first 6 letters of the keyboard, QWERTY. So it is very popular keyboard. We are using this keyboard. Now basically there are many type of keys which is there. One is typing keys. We are saying typing keys. And typing keys is alphabet keys. Just I told, keys are basically the buttons. I am repeating once again, keys are basically the buttons which you are pressing. So it is A to Z. Here it is written capital A and capital Z. I will be also explaining how to write in small letters or lowercase. Number keys are also there. Number keys is 0 to 9. You will be seeing buttons which are printed with 0 to 9. Different buttons with different values up to 9. 0 to 9. Punctuation keys. What is known as punctuations? Comma, full stop, inverted commas. These are known as punctuation keys. These are also printed in keyboards. Now symbol keys are also there. Symbol keys are some of the symbols you must be familiar with. Plus, minus, at the rate. Then multiply sign we are using, star. That is also we are using star sign as multiplication. Control keys. Control keys. What does control keys do? It controls some action or it does some action. Suppose use on their own or in combination. So there are some control keys. CTRL, you will be finding CTRL keys will be there. Alt key is there. Alt is alternate. Windows logo key. Escape key. Control key you might have used as a combination. Control plus C. Control plus C is copy. Control plus X. If I am pressing Control CTRL plus X, that is used for cutting or for moving one file to another place. So first I am removing that part and then I am placing it to the another part. So that is removing means Control plus X. If I want to copy something, so in computer, that I am using Control plus C. So control, these are control keys. Or Alt also I am giving one example. Alt use is alternate. if I have to Alt plus F4, it closes many of the application. It is used to close many of the application. If I'm writing Alt plus F4, if I'm pressing these two buttons together, so that is also, it is used for closing application if you are pressing these two keys simultaneously. So these are basically used as a shortcut keys. Basically these are known as shortcut keys. Or some other keys are also there, Control plus Alt plus Delete. That is also known as for opening taskbar. So that is also there, Control plus Alt plus Delete. If I am pressing, so that is also a shortcut key for opening taskbar. Taskbar is from where we can do different types of tasks, or we can see how the task is being performed. Third is function keys. Function keys is from F1 to F12. It is starting from F1. So means 12 buttons will be there. F1 to F12. If you will be pressing F1, that is used for help function. If you are needing any kind of help, so that is used with F1. Or solve a problem while working on a program. So we are using basically by pressing F1 key. Now navigation key, that is also very much important. Navigation key is for moving. Suppose we want to move that what is written in the next page. You must be scrolling or you must be tapping your mobile sometimes. So that is the navigation keys we are saying in terms of computer with the help of keyboard. You must have seen arrows. Arrows are there. Left arrow, right arrow, then up arrow and down arrow. So these are known as for tapping or scrolling, means moving the document. This part you want to see, then you are moving with the help of left or right. Or if you want to see the down part, then you are moving with the help of down arrow or some. So these are known as navigation keys. Or page up, means you have to want to see the page which is above. So many pages are there. If you are in page number 5 and you have to want to see page number 4, so you will be doing page up. Page down means you have to see the page down, the page which is down. So numeric keys is known as number keys. So it is basically working with the help of numbers, number work. If you want to do number work, so that we are using with the help of numeric keys. So we have discussed up to types of keys. So the use of many of the keys are there. Name of the keys like shift key, caps lock key, tab key, enter key. So that, and related to mouse, that is also a hardware. So that many hardwares will be discussing in the next class. So up to that we are leaving. So in the next class, if you are having any doubt or any queries, so you can ask in us in the respective group. So thank you.